Tae, I wanted to ask you about this team's run defense. When you play a team and you look after the game and see you've held them way below the season rushing average, kind of what does that feel like, for a defense to see that?
It feels really good. I just want to keep it up and keep getting better each day at practice.
How is this run defense different than it was last year? I know it was kind of a weakness of the defense last year. Now you're one of the best run defenses in the country. Kind of what has changed from last year to this?
I just feel like we come out and focus on the small stuff, the little details and stuff like that, and just come out and practice.
When you talk about small stuff, Kirby said yesterday Dan Lanning kind of brings less risk to the defense. Is that kind of what you mean by focusing on the small stuff?
Yeah, just, like I said, just focus on a little bit.
So with Malik Herring, what type of things have you seen from him? Kind of how he's grown from the beginning of this year. I know he didn't play against Vanderbilt. Now he's starting at the beginning at Auburn.
I feel like he's just coming out and taking the practice more serious, and he's paying off on Saturdays. I see him, doing good things in practice and showing in the games.
What's the level of confidence heading into this game? I mean, obviously, the Auburn game, you guys played unbelievably for 3 quarters, and they did what they did in the 4th. You go into this game, and you're certainly A&M's has a reputation for being a good offensive team and doing a lot of kind of different stuff. What's the level of confidence and the feeling going into this one?
We just want to face the things that we didn't do a good job of in that game, and just come out and keep going. Don't relax. So that's what we focusing on this week.
What did you feel like the breakdowns were against Auburn?
I think we kind of relaxed in the 4th. And, they hit us on a few good plays and stuff like that. But like I said, we just got to come out and correct those.
What the split back? Forgive me if you've already been asked about that. But what problems does that split backfield present, and how have you guys prepared for that?
Whatever they do, we just got to come out and prepare for it, and we'll see what happens Saturday.
Have you seen that a lot? I mean, you got to go back to high school, or you probably played. I don't know if maybe you played it when you were running back at some point.
I mean, they do it a good bit, but it's nothing too serious.
Going back to Malik, is there a certain thing that you've seen him do in practice, like a play that he's made, a time that he's had practice?
He's just doing a good job showing his athleticism. Like I say, he just comes out and work hard, and it's paying off for him.
Tae, what do you think the emotions of senior day will be like for you?
It's really emotional. It feels kind of surreal, but it's another game. Just got to take it like that. But I'll definitely cherish those moments.
How do you feel like you've grown over the course of your Georgia career?
I just try to come out and lead by example. Practice hard, show the young guys how it's done.
Do you feel like Saturday will be a little more emotional given everything you've been through with the position change and all that kind of stuff?
Most definitely. Like I said, you got to go out and cherish the last time.
How do you plan on approaching it? Is this one of those deals that you're going to have a crowd of 30 surrounded around here, where you keep it kind of small, just your mom and intimate family and friends?
I'm pretty sure some of my family, try to represent a little bit, but like I said, it's just another game for us.
Can you name a favorite time you've had in Sanford Stadium? Like number one moment?
This year, I can definitely say after the win against Notre Dame, we all went to the crowd and stuff like that. That was a special moment.
So in terms of the young guys on this roster, especially last week against Auburn, I feel like there were like a lot of the freshmen, both on offense and defense, who've kind of gotten in actual playing roles here, kind of graduating, I guess, from working at practice and actually getting in the game. So what type of things have you seen from them in terms of how they've just performed on that?
We just want to come out and get better each day at practice, and they do that. A lot of the young guys are getting better, so they deserve more snaps.
Tae, a lot's made of Texas high school football. This team's got a lot of Texas guys. Is there a state pride element when you play? You're in Georgia high school. Is there a state pride element when you play teams like this? Is there still that regionalism involved? The Georgia high school football, Texas high school football?
Not really, but deep down, yeah, I can say that. Just because I'm from Georgia, I don't really know a lot about Texas, but it ain't really a big deal.
You haven't heard all about that Texas high school football with their big stadiums and the whole Friday Night Lights legends and all that?
I have heard about it, but like I said, I don't really know a lot about Texas.
As a former tailback, what does DeAndre do that makes him
can he not do? I mean, he can flex out, be a receiver in the slot. Get a one cut back. I mean, it ain't too much you can do with that.
I know Gurley was here. You got here after he just left, but you watched Georgia for a long time, and you played obviously with Sony and Nick. DeAndre, one of the best, like right up there in that group. You think?
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, he definitely is right there with him.
What's your relationship like with Tyler Clark, and what do you think he's meant to this program and this defense over his years here?
So me and Tyler Clark, both from like South Georgia, Southwest Georgia part. So I mean, we always had a relationship like that. But I mean, it's a great relationship. Just playing with each other, going through the workouts and stuff like that. Brought us closer.
You feel like he's a little bit underrated in terms of what he's able to do on the defensive line?
I mean, definitely. He always had that one big player in the game where you like, dang, that guy can move and stuff like that. But yeah, he definitely is a special player.
I think since Missouri and Texas A&M have joined the conference, I think this is the last matchup that hasn't happened. A&M versus Georgia. Is there any added, specialness or uniqueness to this game, and trying to maybe show these guys what Georgia's about since they haven't played well in a while?
I mean, not really. It's another team in a way of what we're trying to get to. So we just want to take it like that.
And since you haven't played them in several years, is there any different way to prepare for them? Because obviously when you're playing Florida, you've got tape from them from last year. You've played against them before. Is there anything different in preparation when you're going against a team that you haven't played in several years?
Not really. We just want to look at the film and practice what we can practice and take it from there.